welcome you guys. We're going to go and get started. And as I get started, I want to personally introduce myself and share my story. My name is Toan, and you'll get a chance to meet my wife, Van, actually one of these Facebook Lives or these webinars that we're doing from time to time. We do this business together. Actually been in the industry of relationship marketing for 18 or 19 years. My wife has been doing it for 15 years. Prior to that, my background was, I didn't really have a background, right? I was a college student. I squeaked by high school just to make sure I can make it through. And I failed miserably in college, but I had an entrepreneur spirit. And early on in my adult life, I knew that I didn't want to work for somebody. I did have to go to school, work my tail off, do my best to get as high of good grades as long as possible. So that way I can maintain a job of some sort long enough until I was able to fire my boss. And this industry was able to do that within literally 5 or 6 years. I was able to go full time and be able to work from home, fire my boss, was able to actually marry my dream wife, right? And both of us been able to be entrepreneurs in this industry. So we're very excited to be able to be part of this industry and this journey with you guys. And all of that kind of stumbled us towards finding BioReigns. I remember real quick, just so you guys have an idea, we were working with another company and we were actually looking for a CBD vendor. And during that process, a friend of ours actually reached out to us on Facebook and said, hey, you guys looking for a vendor to provide like hemp products or CBD products? And I said, yeah, sure. What do you guys got? It's like, well, I don't work for the company, but I actually know the biotechnology company that does. And long story short, Van and I were able to actually meet the biotech lab that basically provides for BioReigns. And at the time, I was very naive and new to CBD space, so I didn't really know the difference. And we just kept in touch, right? So 6 months later, Van and I see on Facebook that there was this big event, 350 people in Las Vegas, September 27th, can't forget. There was a big event, and it was, hey, we're official. We now have a very exciting opportunity. We're now in the relationship marketing space as a competitor. And I wasn't sure what was going on, but I did know that there was up to something that was really exciting was happening in Vegas, and that was BioReigns. And I didn't put two and two together, but the biotech company that we were talking to was the provider of BioReigns. Got us so curious that we actually drove out to headquarters, which we ended up finding was 15 minutes away. And we sat there and we were just interviewing the owners, which I'll introduce you in a second. But we got so excited about the information. So what I want to do is I want to get myself out of the way, and I want to really just kind of talk to you about what we were discovering months ago when we were researching on BioReigns. So this is basically what we found out. BioReigns was actually focusing on trend-setting industries that were kind of like up to speed and growing in the market today. And we also found out that they had exclusive breakthrough products that was disrupting the marketplace. And the people that were actually working with the company from the corporate side all the way to the field were folks that truly wanted to empower other people. And on top of all that, for those folks that are really interested in opportunity, they had a very unique and exciting rewards plan that paid up to $1 million a month for those that wanted to make this a career. So let me get right into it. When Van and I actually walked into the headquarters, the first person that we shook hands with was a gentleman that you see right in front of me, CEO and co-founder of BioReigns, Mr. Brian Reed. And the thing is, what was amazing about this gentleman was the fact that he had a background in statistics and finance. And for me, that was a big deal because we wanted to know if someone was going to be the CEO, they knew numbers. They knew how to scale a company. Brian Reed sure knew how to do that. He actually owned a real estate brokerage that was able to grow over 2,000 agents with over 250 employees nationwide. And that just fascinated Van and I because we wanted to work with someone that knew how to scale a company. And we definitely saw the fact that he knew how to do that. But from meeting the ownership of the company to understand the industry, we were very new to CBD. I'm assuming that most of you don't know what CBD is, and some of you that have been in the game know what CBD is. Let's pretend that you don't know about CBD. CBD is it helps support our endocannabinoid system, which plays a crucial role in regulating physiology, mood, and everyday experience. The interesting thing is that I didn't know this. CBD is actually found in our body already. Our body naturally produces CBD. You can find CBD in breast milk, right? It's in our body. So we already have it already. So when you're taking CBD-based products, all it is it's not really curing anything. It's not really healing anything. All it's doing is that you're optimizing your body to operate at the best optimal level, right? You're optimizing your body. And so your body has this system, this endocannabinoid system. You'll learn more about it, but they actually help work with all parts of your body in terms of motor activity, thinking, motor coordination, appetite, short-term memory. You can see this is what the endocannabinoid system. So as you are actually taking CBD, you're optimizing all parts of what you see right here in front of you. This industry is booming, you guys. After the Farm Bill, it started skyrocketing. And by the year 2022, they say that CBD space will grow over $23 billion, and it's just getting started, you guys. Now, the second market that BioReigns is focusing on is the curcumin market. This market is, you probably know curcumin coming through turmeric or turmeric. The main active ingredient of turmeric is curcumin. So it's grown in the subtropics of India. It's derived, like I said, from turmeric. And it's one of the highest priced spices in the world, okay? It's known to actually help lower inflammation, support cardiovascular function, support bone and joint health, boost cognitive function, and boost detoxification. Guys, here's the thing. This product, all it is just helping you optimize, just like CBD, okay? Very, very powerful component out there. Now, what is the science behind BioReigns? See, here's the thing. Let me just tell you a quick story. There's a biotechnology laboratory that's right here in California. They've been around for more than 8 years, okay? It's owned by 3 owners. And how it all came about is this. They specialize in peptides and proteins. And they mainly actually provide their products to doctors as an alternative way of wellness, okay? Now, here's the thing. 2 years into the biotech lab, the main biochemist's father was diagnosed with a terminal illness. And the chemist, being someone that is a scientist and a chemist, he didn't want to settle with that answer. So he took his father back to the lab and wanted to find a way to actually help his father. And at the time, he was actually doing a tremendous amount of research with curcumin, and he figured, this is something I want to give to my father. And he was giving it to his father orally for some time. And after running the test, he noticed it wasn't doing anything for his father. Reason being, it wasn't absorbing. So what he wanted to do was he wanted to get to the brain, right? He wanted curcumin to get to the brain, because ultimately, if it gets to the brain, it gets to everywhere else in the body. But in order to do that, he needed to IV it, and he couldn't IV it based on its current state. If you do enough research on curcumin, you guys, curcumin it doesn't absorb into your body. It's kind of like cinnamon. It separates itself from water. It's known as what they call hydrophobic. It hates water. So in order for him to do it, he needed to actually work on the molecular structure and have it bind with water's molecule. So with that amount of pressure during his life, in some time that happened, he was able to create a water-based curcumin product, clean enough to IV into his father, and was able to prolong his father's life for several years. Years down the road, he continues to, him and his partners continue to build the lab, and decided to really dedicate the biotech research towards bioavailability. What does that mean? Basic is not what you consume, it's what you absorb is what really counts. Okay. So from that point forward, he just kept on dedicating his research towards that direction. Years later, the CBD space started booming. And the thing is interesting enough is that your body is 65% made out of comprised of water. And everyone should know that oil and water doesn't mix. And so he figured, hey, I did it with curcumin, I could probably do it with CBD. So bottom line, this biotechnology laboratory was able to create the first oil-free, water-based CBD molecule in the world. There's no trace of oil. And then they took it a step further and conjoined both molecules of curcumin and CBD and created a synergistic blend of curcumin, CBD as a complex, again, oil-free and water-based. So this was a revolutionary breakthrough in bioavailability. Being able to actually again, when you're taking an oil-based product, the brain recognizes the substance as a foreign substance. So it goes down the digestive tract, it hits the liver, it taxes the liver, and basically you're only absorbing a small percentage of it, and the rest of it becomes waste. So this oil-free CBD water complex is powerful because you're truly absorbing what matters most. So I can say a bunch of things. You can probably look at me and say, look, you can say anything you want, but how can you prove it? So BioReigns was able to take over 20 different folks and actually have them go through a third-party clinical testing using a DARPA-funded EEG brain scan. What I mean by DARPA-funded, this DARPA-funded is basically mean it is actually funded by the military, by the Department of Defense, right? And they were actually using this equipment to see all 9 sectors of the brain and wanted to see what it was doing if you were to use a oil-based CBD product, a nanotize technology, which is the current water-soluble technology, and then BioReigns water-based oil-free complex. And here's what they found out. Based on extensive testing, what they found out was oil, basically within a 5-minute window to an hour window, the oil-based product, there was no significant change at all. When they tested the nanotize, again, the current water-soluble technology, there was no significant change with it as well. However, with BioReigns water-based oil-free complex, all Z-scores dropped significantly from a 5-minute to a 1-hour window, basically lowering all 9 sectors of the brain's Z-scores. And the Z-score, this is what it pretty much means. The higher the score, the higher the brain activity, that's not good. You want to lower the Z-scores. And surprisingly, out of all over 20 different people who tested, there was more than enough people that had over 50% difference in improvement. You see that picture right there in front of you. Her brain was showing red, which means there's that's not good. Red means bad, right? Green means stable. It's stabilized. Very, very powerful, you guys. So look, what's BioReigns Advantage? BioReigns Advantage is simply put 3 things. BioReigns has the exclusive partnership with the biotech laboratory. They also have the exclusive rights to the only water-based oil-free CBD curcumin complex. We're the only game in town. They cannot sell this product to anybody else. This actually, to tell you a more extensive idea behind it, BioReigns and the laboratory are one. They are actually one entity. It's all under one umbrella. And because of that, the growing, the bottling, the distribution is all done in-house, making it all cost-effective for the end user. So powerful, you guys, what BioReigns has in store for everybody. Our products are so amazing that when you use it, you actually feel it. We have tons of testimonials out there that people use the product and people are truly feeling the difference. And so we have a mantra here at BioReigns. We call it use it, feel it, and share it. It's so simple. This is how our mantra works. So use it. We have what's called the daily essentials. There's over a dozen different products that we have in our product line, but our most flagship products is the ones that you see right in front of you. In the morning, you can actually take 2 capsules of Limitless. Limitless is a nootropic factor peptide product, and its main active ingredient is BDNF peptide. This ingredient is very powerful. If you look up BDNF peptide, basically it's brain food, and it basically supports focus, energy, weight management, mood enhancer, memory support, mental clarity, increased motivation. I'll tell you this, for me, at 36 years old, 2 kids, married, running several different businesses, I mean, honestly, there's not a day that goes by that I'm like running around like crazy, right? When I take this product, it really helps me with my focus. I get a chance to be able to feel the energy go across the board throughout the entire day. And I've been taking this since October. I've probably missed 3 days, but I'm telling you, I'm full on with the Limitless product. I love it. And then once you hit about 12 or 1 o'clock, I take the daily. The daily is just pure complex, curcumin and CBD complex. This just helps optimize your body, just to carry you throughout the day. I love it. For me, my personal testimonial, it really helps me get clarity. You know, instead of me having all this brain fog and stuff, I'm able to feel present at the moment. So I truly love taking the daily. I take it consistently every single day. And then finally, just to weave myself off all that energy, I finalize it off with the ZZZ, which is an all natural water-based curcumin CBD complex. It has delta sleep inducing peptides, sleep promoting technology, and much, much more. So this is our daily essential pack. People take the product daily, and it really helps you to basically feel optimized throughout the entire day. And if that's not enough, like I said, there's so many other products that BioReigns have, from a relief cream, whether it is joint or muscle relief that you need. The relief cream is something that is a huge popular product. And then for those of you that are looking for some sort of skincare regimen, Derm Effect is also a product that is very popular here as well. Has hyaluronic acid, EGF peptide, very powerful product. And then for our four-legged friends, we have the pet product, the pet tincture, and there's Lean, which is a thermogenics. It helps raise your core temperature, and it helps with weight management, which is very, 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 very powerful. And then, of course, we have bath bombs and gummy bears. So there's so many different dynamics of products that BioReigns have. And whether it is something with your energy that you're looking for, or something with weight management, whoever that invited you on, just go on their website and look, and it almost feels like you're shopping for like the holidays for yourself, right? Very exciting, very powerful product. So we have so many different amazing stories. I mean, I can read you stories of this. I'll just tell you some of the stories that I know. There's a gentleman that a good friend of mine referred him to the product. And he's a military veteran. He's a parachute jumper. And he basically, he's around 73 years old. So he was actually introduced to the product, like I said, through a friend. And I remember just getting on the phone with him, and he said, I just want to know a little bit about the product. So I sent him a video, and he called me back and he said, I got a sample product. I'm going to try it out. I should have enough to last me for 2 weeks. I'm like, okay, no problem. He used it, and he called me and he said, by the way, I'm in San Diego. I'm driving up. I'm like, oh, what for? He's like, I really want to see you guys, because let me just tell you this. I started using it. I feel it when I took it, and I definitely feel it when I didn't take it. And as a parachuter, he was telling me that the aches that he had, and this was relieving him of that. And he was just really excited about it. I was just really excited for him, because he was just ecstatic how this product was improving his life and his overall well-being. I have a friend who actually has a completely hard time sleeping. And so he called me up, and he's been taking different things to be able to actually help him with his sleep. And I said, look, he said, can this product help me? I'm like, I can't say it helps, but I told him, I said, look, just take it. It's, results may vary. He took the product, and he called me back, and he said, look, I've had the best sleep I've had in years. I'm like, are you serious? He said, yeah, I felt like I just slept throughout the night, but by the time I woke up, it was already 6 in the morning. I just didn't want to sleep anymore. So he just felt like he had the best optimized sleep that he possibly could. So I was just absolutely excited about that. So guys, here's the thing. If you're someone that says, I'm sold. I like the product. Shut up. How do I sign up? Right? You can buy the product retail, the daily essentials I just kind of mentioned to you. It goes for $199.97. However, if you decide to actually purchase it today, you can get it for $152.99. And of course, you want to include shipping and handling to that. However, it gets better. If you decide to be on Smart Ship and you don't want to run out of product again, you can have it naturally shipped to you every 30 days without hassling you and get an additional 15% discount every single month, you guys. That's huge. So again, get back with the person who advised you on this so that you can learn more about how to get yourself set up or get yourself set up for Smart Ship. So guys, that's pretty much about our product. And so if you're looking for an amazing product to try out, BioReigns actually sets it up so that you have no risk and all to gain. There's a 60-day money back guarantee. Very rarely you find companies that put their money where their mouth is because they know that once you use the product, you're going to want to continue to use the product. And because of that, there is a huge opportunity. Like I said, our business model is use it, feel it, share it. And the sharing part, it's not complicated, you guys. See, here's the thing. We watch good movies every single day and we tell people about it. There's not a month that goes by. See, Van and I, our downtime, we do what most couples do, right? Go on Netflix and watch a good flick, right? So Van and I, every month when we find something, we can't help but to share someone about it. And Netflix, as far as I know, the last decade, their stocks is like blowing up. Why? Because people constantly watch good movies, good shows, and tell people about it every single day. But who makes the most money? Netflix, right? These big box office stores, they make big money out of it, right? We eat at great restaurants, we try out awesome dishes, and we tell people about it every single day, yet we don't get paid for doing it. BioReigns is different. When you use the product, you're going to feel it. When you feel it, you're going to want to share it. The difference is when you share the product, you get paid for doing it. And as you help others do the exact same thing, guess what? You get paid for doing that too. So doing what you've already been doing anyways, you're going to get paid for doing it. And as I get right into the earnings, I want you to know that every single rep or distributor that goes out there and shares their earnings, just know that it takes hard work, dedication, there's personal ambition, there's so many different factors like time, commitment, activity, and demographic factors and business skills that make up the type of earnings that some of these folks make. You ever heard that saying, results may vary? 1,000% true. If you do nothing, you make nothing, you do a little, you make a little, you do a lot, guess what? There's a high chance you're going to make a lot. So if you have any questions, please feel free to visit bioreigns.com to learn more about BioReigns compensation plan and their earnings disclaimer. So why did BioReigns choose relationship marketing as a way of method to be able to get the product out to people? Well, here's the thing, you guys. This type of product requires a little bit of education. It requires a friend to say, hey, I just started using this product. You should take a look at it and educate them with a video or with a website. See, if you put this product in a store, on a stand somewhere, or on a counter, chances are people are going to walk past it and they're never going to think twice of buying it. The reason why is because there's no education to it. So what BioReigns decided to do was get into the relationship marketing side because they know that people will buy the opinions of and recommendation from others versus an advertisement from a big box store any day of the week. And so by doing so, they've allocated a large portion of their advertising cost and put it into a compensation plan to reward folks like you and I. So instead of spending millions and millions of dollars on advertising, they're going to go and pay us for doing all that work. And for doing so, we can earn significant earning potential. The exciting thing for me is that there's no boss, there's no employees. You can create leverage and earn residual income. Like I read a book, an author by the name of Robert T. Kiyosaki, he wrote a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And in there, there was what's called the cash flow quadrant, which you can see right in front of you. The E stands for employee, S stands for self-employed, B stands for big business, and I stands for investor. And the thing is, most people start at the E quadrant. They were taught to go to school, get good grades, go out, get a safe, secure job. And the problem is that, how's that doing for everybody? Not so good, right? We were taught to do that because we want to get benefits, we want to get 401k. But today, most people are realizing that by the time they retire, they're on the 40-40-40 plan. They work 40 hours a week for 40 years of their life. They retire on 40% of what never got them there in the first place. And by the time they're 65, they find themselves dead or dead broke. Guys, this is an epidemic that's happening. And so from early, so somewhere along the way, folks that are from the E quadrant, they want to get into the S quadrant where they're going to be owning their own business, their small business, or they're self-employed as a lawyer or a doctor. And one thing you'll find out is that self-employed folks say, you know, if I want to get something done, I'm going to do it myself. The problem is that when you are a doctor, you are as good as your last sale, you know? And when you're a lawyer, same thing, right? If you work, you get paid. You work, you get paid. If you don't work, guess what happens? You don't get paid. There's no leverage unless you actually find ways to be able to duplicate yourself. But if you're the best at what you do, how can you duplicate yourself? You can't. The ultimate goal is to get to the I quadrant, which is being an investor. Be able to actually put overalls over your money and let your money go out there and work on your behalf. But what does it take? It takes money, a lot of it. So the part where you want to get into to be able to generate that cash flow is the B quadrant. Basically, B stands for big business. This is Bill Gates, right? Well, the big business owners, they build networks while everyone else looks for work. And J. Paul Getty from Getty Oil said, I'd rather have 100% of 100 people's effort versus 100% of my own, right? I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's effort than 100% of my own. And so the key behind relationship marketing is that you truly can build a network and have 1% of 100 people's effort to create a leverage residual income for you and your family. And the thing that is really cool is that you can truly start a relationship marketing business of your own with the low startup cost. The average, home-based business or relationship marketing business is about $500 to $1,000. And BioReigns is just that. You can get started in a few different ways. You can get started basically for as little as $50. You can be an enrollee. And this is going to set up your website. You can start sending people to your website, and you can start enrolling customers and start building your expansion team immediately. However, we have what's called a manager pack, and we have an elite pack. And you can actually decide to actually pick one of these. And what's great about it is that if you decide to pick the manager or the elite pack, they'll waive the $50 enrollee activation fee. So what do you get with the manager and the elite activation? With the manager activation, it includes your own personal products to use, right? You have your day tincture, you have your Z's, and you have your limitless. That even includes gummy bears and actually 2 sample size sets as well. Enough for you to be able to build a business here, right? Because you can't sell something unless you use it yourself. So for me, we're not in the selling business, we're in the sharing business. We're all about sharing our experiences. The manager activation allows you to be able to create your own experience so that you can share your experience with other people. The most favored activation package is the elite activation. This builder pack includes your own set of products, as well as 9 sample or travel size sets. Basically, these travel size sets are a 5-day experience. There's over 27 sample sizes or travel sizes, in other words. It's enough for you to go out there and share it. As you're using the business, you're using the product yourself, you have enough products to share with other people, which is why people favor this package the most. Now, all these packages include your personal website, your back office access. You got 24-hour customer service to basically support your customers. You have access to branded marketing materials, a plug-and-play proven system. You don't have to recreate or reinvent the wheel. You just plug into the system and plug and play, and you can create the same success that other people are doing. All reps get a 10% discount off of the retail retail price. And for those that are elite members, you get an additional 15% discount on top of the 10%. Very, very powerful. So guys, let me get right into your benefits as a rep. One of the main benefits that we truly love is that there's a product credit program. Every single time you enroll someone and you expand your business personally, you're going to earn a $30 product credit every single time. In addition to that, the new person that just started in your business, they also get $30 in product credit as well. So imagine being able to build a business where you don't have to buy product, you can actually earn your product. And that means that it helps you build your business. It doesn't matter what business you build, right? A brick and mortar, a restaurant of some sort, it all takes inventory. BioReigns is going to help support you and be able to help you earn more product credit so that you can continue growing your business, which is very powerful. Now, BioReigns also has 8 ways that you can earn. I'm just going to focus on 3 of them, okay? Because I don't want to overwhelm you. But they're so lucrative. And Van and I, we've been in this industry for a long time, and we've never seen a compensation plan that not only rewards those that've been in the industry for a while, that wants to go after a huge career here, but also it rewards the new folks that says, I want to generate extra $500 a month as quickly, as fast as possible. Can I do this? And the answer is yes. The first way that they pay you is jumpstart commissions. This is where they generate big bonuses upfront to you so that you can earn quick income. How does this work? Well, basically, every time you introduce this product to people as a distributor in the company, starting off, you earn 25%, okay, of the CV every single time, whether it's an individualized product or a big a package, a product package I just mentioned to you. You're going to earn 25% of the CV. Now, as you move up in rank to manager, you're now going to earn 40% of the CV. Once you get promoted to elite, you max out at 50% commission on all personal CVs that you enroll. So let me give you an example of how this works. Let's say, for example, you know me. You show me this information. I get excited about it. I say, hey, I want to get started. How do I join your expansion team? I go on your website. I purchase the $5.99 pack. This package produces 400 CV. If you're an elite, you earn 50% of that CV, which brings you $200 in commission right from me purchasing that. And this pays out to you weekly, you guys. Now, you can decide and dictate your own income. Imagine that. Let's say in a month, you enroll 10 people that purchase the elite product package. Well, 200 times 10, that's an extra $2,000 coming into your household. Could that actually help you out? What if you couldn't do 10? What if you enrolled 5 people, right? That's an extra $1,000 into your household. What if you did half of that? That's an extra $500 a month coming into your household, part-time, spare time. If you could do what your friend or family did with you by presenting this information to you, just like how you're looking at right now, you can do this business, right? Now it gets better because let's say that person let's say you introduce it to me and I introduce it to Frank. Frank's your level 2. Now, if Frank goes in and purchases a product pack, you're going to pick up 10% of the commissionable volume. So let's just say that he purchased the $5.99 pack, 400 CV that gets generated from that. 10% of that, that's $40 coming from your second level. Now, if Frank introduced it to somebody else, and let's just say it's same scenario, that he purchased the $5.99 pack, you now earn 8% of that purchase. It's $32 just from that transaction. Guys, that goes on not just 1 level, 2, not 3, but 4 levels in Jumpstart commissions. And this comes in on every new person that enrolls on their first 30 days. Now, as you move up in rank, it unlocks more levels. You can earn up to 10 levels of Jumpstart commissions on every new person's first 30 days of purchases. Guys, that's huge, right? There's people that I personally met. Again, results may vary, but I've met people who made $500 a month, part-time, spare time, just on Jumpstart alone. I've met folks who made $1,000 a month, $2,000, $5,000, over $8,000 a month just in Jumpstart commissions alone, based on their hard work and dedication, of course, just on that first one. Now, that's the first way they pay. The second way is known as binary commissions. We call it dual team. As you build two teams simultaneously, as these teams continue to grow and the volume gets generated through repeated customers or continued purchases over time, you're going to earn team commissions off of your binary team. So this will pay you anywhere between 10% up to 20% from your team every single month. This is actually known to be your residual income, the income that comes in month after month, year after year, off of the life of the customers that stay on the books. Okay, this is huge. And then finally, number 3 out of the 8 ways they compensate you is the check matching. Guys, this is so exciting. They're going to be able to match your check with the people that you personally sponsor and who they sponsor. I've actually worked in corporate America, and I'm thankful for corporate America. But I've come to find out is that you can never move higher than your boss, right? Your boss, they don't want you to get promoted above them. Why? Because if you got promoted above them, you'll take over their job. Here, the more you help other people make money, the more that you're going to earn a small piece of that. Now, it's not as much as that they do, but a lot of little pieces adds up to a big chunk. So imagine being able to match their check by 5%, 10%, 20%, 30% off of their team commissions, you guys. So powerful. And we have so many other ways that they compensate you. But again, you want to get with the person who invites you. They can send you a compensation plan video so that you can learn all the ways they actually compensate you here at BioReigns. So guys, here's what I recommend you doing. If you're taking a look at this for the first time, you're saying, you know what, I don't know if I want to be in the business, that's fine. I think it's amazing for you to start off as a customer. Use the product. There's a 60-day money-back guarantee. I don't think the opportunity is for everybody, but I definitely think the product is for everybody. Use the product, 60-day money-back guarantee. You're going to love it. And if you have any problems with it, just let them know and return it. There's no questions asked about it, okay? The second thing is that if you see an opportunity to be part of BioReigns and be a rep, become part of it. And all you have to do is pick one of these packages, get in where you fit in, and get started immediately and plug into the system so that we can help you reach your goals and achieve your dreams here at BioReigns. With that, guys, my name is Toan Nguyen. I thank you so much for your time to take a look at this information. Get back with the person who invited you on that wanted you to take a look at this information. Let them know where you stand. If you need more information, they'll send you more information. But again, on behalf of the person who invited you on, thank you so much for taking the time looking at BioReigns today. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye for now.